What's up, everybody? It's me, Johnny G, and welcome to Arknights. We're going to do something a little bit different, and I know I've talked before about doing this on my channel, but Arknights is one of my favorite games. And if you don't know what it is technically a mobile game, but it's kind of like a tower defense gacha game strategy sort of thing where you are defending your zones and things from the enemies that are coming at you in waves, various different things and aspects to it. There's different mechanics and gimmicks and certain events and things like that. It is a kind of a live service game in the sense that they do different events and things, limited time events, limited time banners for the gacha system, as well as some different other things that they like to do to give you different challenges and fun things. Now, as I said, I talked about this before. I talked about doing this before on my channel because Arknights holds a really, really special place in my heart. As you can see, I'm wearing my Lapland shirt here, one of the characters in the game. If you guys know her, obviously, if you're a longtime player and checking this video out, I appreciate you guys for watching. Appreciate everybody for watching and hanging out and checking this out here on the channel. But Lapland's one of my favorites. So, of course, I have all kinds of Arknights merch. You guys could see it hanging above there. I've got wall scrolls, I've got characters and Nendoroids, all kinds of cool stuff. And I got to update my shelf here in a little bit and clean up the mess behind me. But anyways, that's besides the point. To me, Arknights holds a very special place in my heart. And it's one of those games where when it first came out, the initial release in China, the Asian version of the game, I heard a little bit about it, and I saw that it was coming to the global server, and I remembered signing up. Somehow I ended up in like either a closed or an open beta test for it before the global release of the game. And I remembered playing it, got a little bit into it, and I thought, this is kind of fun. It's different. I like the mechanics. I like how it plays. When it fully launched, I played the game pretty solid for like a month or two, maybe, just trying to understand the concepts and collect some characters and things like that. And I didn't really get too far, but I found myself enamored with the world and with the story. And it was kind of ironic for it to come out when it did, with the COVID pandemic and things starting for the global version of the game, being that the story has its own sort of, global catastrophe and things happening. But I found myself enamored with the world and with the characters and so many different things about it I thought were really, really cool. But for some reason, after a period of time, I ended up dropping off of it. And I don't believe it had anything to do with the game. I think I just started playing other stuff and needed some space on my phone. And I remembered, like, I hadn't played it for a while at the time when I uninstalled it. And I said, you know what, I'm gonna remove that. Maybe I'll come back to it someday. And the thing is, I kind of have a thing for like the animal people type characters, the cat girls and the humanoid animal people type characters. I think they're really cool. I'm fascinated with that style. But at one point here recently, within the past couple of years, I started struggling with a lot of things. And I was kind of like starting to see some stuff pop up, some different like artworks and things on Facebook and Twitter and whatnot with these characters. And it made me decide, you know what, I'm gonna get back into this game. And I had some various bad moments and bad things in my life, between financial issues and mental health issues and things that I was struggling with. And quite literally, I accredit a couple things right now to what kept me sane, to what saved my life in a sense. And number one, it was my family. Huge help from my family and from the people that care about me and that love me. But Arknights saved me as well, because I got into the game and I found something that I enjoyed, and I started to remember things, and I picked back up from where I left off way before, and I started playing again, and I started getting into the story, and I watched the anime as well, the Prelude to Dawn, and then Perish in Frost when it came out. And I just was enamored completely by this world again. And it kind of hit me, and I'm like, why did I ever stop playing this in the first place? These character designs and characters are so cool, and the lore for this world and the things that happen and the events, and it's such a fascinating story. And in the end, between the help that my family gave me and between losing myself in Arknights to try and get rid of the pressure and the issues that I was dealing with, it helped big time. And I found myself really, really, really absorbed. So that being said, after a quick history lesson here, if you guys skip that, that's fine. I don't hold it against you. But I decided that I want to start a fresh account. And recently we just had the 4th anniversary, and now we're at like the 4.5 year anniversary of the global release of the game. And we are about to have we just got, in the global release, we just got chapter 13, and we just got Hodor as a character in the gacha, and he's about to run out. When I'm recording this right now, this is April 24th, so we've got like 6 days. April 30th, he goes away, a couple other things go away, and then we will see the release of the event that is going to introduce Virtuosa and Viviana to the global game, to the global itself. That being said, we've got a lot of really, really cool and really strong characters coming into the game right now. And it is a perfect time, I feel, to go ahead and start a new account, because the banner itself, again, we're going to have characters like Viviana, Virtuosa, and if you don't know who they are, you can go ahead and look them up, but we'll be getting into them when the event comes around. But their banner is also going to contain the alternate of the Texas character. Texas is a kind of staple vanguard that's been in the game for a long time, that this altered version of her is one of the broken operators from my knowledge and from things that I've seen, to where she can be a staple character in anybody's squad as long as you have her and you build her properly. There's a lot of depth to the gameplay mechanics and things like that I'm even still learning some things. So that's one of the things that I want to do. I want to get involved now and start a fresh account. Yes, I have my main account that I'll still play on my own, and I'll show you guys here real quick. I did it at the end of an unboxing video I did for some Arknights merch a while back, but I'll go ahead and show you again. And if you guys want to add my main account, you know, add me as a friend. We'll be friendly doctors, and I'll visit your bases and give you clues and stuff as I can. But I want to start a fresh account for multiple reasons. One, to chronicle the gameplay and the story for myself on my YouTube channel here, just for a bit of fun. For two, because I want to enjoy it with you guys and share my love of the game and things with you. But for three, I also want to go through and learn. There's things that I know that I'm missing. Only recently did I get in on my main account into the training, actually training the operators and specializing the skills and things like that. Mastering the skills, I should say. The different things like that I've only just recently gotten into on my main account. I didn't realize that they existed, and I learned through Facebook groups and things that I joined, as well as reading things on Reddit, digging into the character announcements and stuff a little bit more, and just overall just taking the time to invest some time into the game. So, like I said, we're gonna chronicle things. We're gonna learn. We're gonna enjoy along the way, and we'll get into playing everything. We'll play the main storyline. We'll get into the events and the side stories. We're gonna build characters. We're gonna see how different my main account is with the account that I use here, and we'll take it from there. So without further ado, like I said, let's start by opening up. I'll show you guys what my main account looks like, and then we'll go into creating the new account, and we'll start from the very beginning. There's going to be a lot of freebie stuff that they'll give away. We'll get our first 6-star and things like that. So let's go ahead and get started, and let's check all this out. I hope you guys enjoy along the way. Now, please do me a favor. If you like Arknights and you want to see more content like this, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and let me know who your favorite operators are. All right.
Morning.
Now, I am using the Google Play beta to be able to record this and to be able to play on my main account and things. So, and again, that's what we'll use here to create the new account and to play on the PC here. I'm playing on PC. So I actually, my main account stays on my phone here, which has a cool Texas case, and Texas is my helper.
Leave patrol duty.
My assistant here. All right, so we'll show you guys my operators here. We'll start low. Obviously, we just had the April Fool's event, so I do have you official, and I also have the other April Fool's freebie that they gave away. But I have the robots. I have all the typical basic operators. You scroll ahead. I do have some costumes. I've obviously gotten some of the cosmetics. I have put a little bit of money into this game, not a ton. You know, I'm not willing to say how much, but I've gotten enough that I could get some good pulls and get some characters and things that I really, really wanted. Conviction, that was the other one that I was looking for. Recently, earlier today, I've been going through a process on this account of going through and leveling up and promoting some of my operators, some of the lower level ones, because I've been watching some people play tutorials of other missions with real low level operators and using some of these like 3 and 4 star characters to clear massively tough stages. And I thought it would be cool to build teams like that, because I've mostly focused on some 4s, but a lot of like my 5 stars and a couple of my 6 stars. So like today, I just Elite 2'd Myrtle, and I'm only at level 18. I need to save up some of the training certificates and stuff like that to improve her. But again, it's an ongoing process. I actually made myself an Excel spreadsheet with my operators and things, and I'll probably do the same thing to keep track of my new account. Bee Hunter, I didn't mean to click on her. I did get some of the new 4 stars and 5 stars that just recently dropped on Global. Verdant was one. Yeah, I have my Texas and Lapland, Swire, Cold Shot, Province, Leonhardt. Still working on Amia because I'm not crazy far. I'm in chapter 6 of the story on this, but I've gone back and played stuff over a couple times for the story, but also to make sure that I was able to do like auto deploy for farming and things. So I recompleted some stages that way. Hung, Cerny, Cement. I just got her not long ago, but I've gotten her a couple times, so I'm actually almost max potential on her. Neryl. I've got a lot of really cool characters. Harmony, Nightmare, Santala I just got, now that she's in the Hunting Vendela. That was one of the other brand new ones that just came out with the new chapter. And again, guys, keep in mind, a lot of these operators, like for us and for me, they're brand new when they drop in Global, but they've been out for 6 months or longer sometimes in the Chinese server and stuff. So 9 Colored Deer was a free giveaway recently. I not long ago, I got Sora. All right, now we're digging into 6-star Spuria I just got. We have Hoshiguma, Chen the Holiday, Exusier, Ifyala, Mulesies. Oh man, some of these I'm actually really, really proud to have a lot of these 6 stars. Regular Chen, Blaze, Flaming Chainsaw Kitten, Holhawk, the Ifyala Altar that came out with the event, the 4th anniversary event. Hodor is new for me. Oh, they put him right next to Inez. That's awesome. Eunectis, I just got her yesterday, actually, so I haven't done anything with her yet. The OG Scotty, a lot of these that are level 1, I haven't touched yet. I haven't done anything with these characters, but I've been looking at stuff on how to properly build them. So I'm going to start saving things up and start building them a little bit more. Fiametta, I actually just got as well, right before, I think her standard banner just ended, or it's going to end, something like that. But Dorothy I got when the Dorothy's Vision rerun just happened, which was another one of the events. They do this thing, if you guys aren't familiar, they do this thing where they will run an event and then a little bit later they will rerun it. So in the process of rerunning the event, they'll also rerun some of the characters and stuff sometimes in the headhunting, the gacha system. Jessica the Liberated was a recent one here for, she had her own event, which that was an amazing story, very well written, and kind of had me very proud of her character because that's an alternate version of another character. And you get to see the progression of a story and the depth and changes of a character, which was really, really cool. So with that being said, that's my main account, and I'm Dr. John 1930. So if you guys want to add me, that's my main account. And of course, when you see my new account, you guys will be able to add me on there as well. And of course, I heart Lupo girls. Who doesn't? And if you don't, I'm sorry, but I do. So, all right, let's get started on a brand new account. All right. Let's go ahead and name ourselves. Let's see if this works. If I can use my name. There we go. We use my Johnny G0089. Ah, it's you. So we're starting off with the story right off the bat. Make sure all my stuff is signed out. There's Amia. It's been a long time since we've last seen each other. During this time, you've been teetering on the edge of a cliff. You may have forgotten who you are, but just remembering your name is enough. It's time. Don't linger here for too long. After all, you aren't my guest yet, nor should you even be here. She still needs you. December 23rd. You may not remember what this date means to you, and this will thrust you into peril. No. You must try to remember. We're awakening. Distant voice. Consciousness. Circulation resumed. Vitals stabilized. Cardioplegia solution injected. Body temperature low. Administering hexamethasone 20 cc's now. Get the hemostat. Condition stable. Beginning resection. Be careful of VFib. Sorry for making you suffer again. A little bit flashy there, so my apologies. Doctor? Hand, take my hand. Take my hand. Bono! Oh, the music for this game is so good too. Emergency. Help. It's done. Doctor? Doctor! Medic, how's Doctor doing? But just a moment ago, we were holding hands. So why is Doctor still not waking up? And this is Medic. Amia, don't panic. Just calm down first. Ah, so sorry. I always get so flustered when it comes to the Doctor. But Amia, if the worst came to pass, what would you do then? I'm already mentally prepared for that. We would continue to follow the plan. I understand. Anyway, I'll do what you requested. All right, I appreciate it. About the Doctor. Don't worry, Amia. All the vital signs are stable now. I'll do one more inspection just for you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Breathing is slightly shallow, but blood pressure is normal. Excuse me. There should be no cause for concern. Uh-oh. Whomp. Are you awake? Ami, it's a success. The Doctor has woken up. Doctor? I'm so happy, Doctor. Careful, you mustn't do that. Don't try to move yet. Your body still hasn't fully adapted to this. Doctor? Who are you? Doctor, it's me. It's me, Amia. We've come to rescue you. Who am I? See, Doctor has amnesia. And that plays a pivotal part of the story, a pivotal part in some of the character development. And recently, for those of you that know some of the developments of what's going on with the Chinese server and a recent event over there, years later, we're finally coming to understand some things. And it's really, really cool what they're doing. Anyways, you're a member of Rhodes Island, just like us, as well as my partner, Dr. Johnny G0089. No, that wouldn't... That sounds so dorky, but anyways, that wouldn't be a good name for a doctor, I don't think. You're the most important person to me. Doctor, you don't remember? Can I trust you? I understand. I know this is a bit much to take in right now. I don't expect you to remember everything right away, and I'm not asking you to trust me right now. However, you'll always be the most important person to me, Doctor. No matter what happens, this will never change. So that's why. Please give me a little more time. However little it might be. ... Does the Doctor really have amnesia? I'm sure everything will be fine if we give Doctor some space. Where is this? It's safe here. Huh? What's happening? Heavily armed man. Amia, we've got a problem. Someone broke into the facility. Yep. Reunion forces. The way they're dressed, they don't look like Ursa's soldiers. What's the meaning of this? You know, just because my head is blocking, we are going to... There we go. That's a little bit better. We'll put my head up in the top left here and get it a little bit out of the way of some of the action and things so you can read and see the artwork and stuff a little bit better. And then when it comes to the stages, my head will only be blocking like a little settings icon and stuff for the most part, hopefully. But all right. Medic screaming. Be careful, everyone. Take cover and protect Doctor. These outfits, are they from the reunion movement? But how is that possible? Guards, prepare for battle. Roger. Curses, are they after the Doctor? No, nobody else should know about the Doctor being here. Are you able to reach Kal'tsit? I'm not sure why, but the equipment isn't working. Someone has cut off her communications. Have we been discovered by the Ursus government? What do we do now? Kal'tsit won't be able to command the battle as we had originally planned. Doctor, I hope that you'll be able to take command. Isn't that a bit too risky? The Doctor only just came to. I'd like to give it a try. Even without memories, Doctor has fought alongside us before. Thank you for all of your guidance. We've been through so much together. Doctor, excuse me, I just know that you'll be able to do it. I know that you'll lead us to victory. I understand that asking you to do this is very sudden and inconsiderate, but please lend us your aid. We'll be supporting you. We have no choice but to fight back, right? I don't want to drag you into this, but right now, we need your wisdom more than ever, Doctor. I hope that a part of you will reawaken during combat, even though you might have doubts about yourself, but I believe in you. I know you can do this. Rhodes Island, I love that logo. May I enjoy my life and practice my art, respected by all men and in all times. I actually have this on the back of my car. I have a Rhodes Island logo. Please take command of Rhodes Island. And here we go. Tutorial mission. Let's go. Doctor, we don't have a lot of time, but don't worry. I will help you to regain basic movement capabilities. The enemy will show up from here, so we have our red zones and our blue zones are what we're going to defend. We must not let them reach you. So I accidentally clicked ahead. They're getting closer, so be prepared. Oh, it's been so long since I played these stages. This is an enemy that we must defeat. He is a member of the reunion movement. A destruct something. Down here is a list of Rhodes Island operators on standby, and we get Texas and Exusier for the initial tutorial. That's funny. Once deployed, they can participate in the operation. The number above the list represents your current available deployment points, so DP. Operators can only be deployed when you have sufficient deployment points, and also as long as you have operator limit there. The number on the operator's portrait represents the required DP cost to deploy the operator. More powerful operators usually have higher costs. But don't worry, your deployment points will gradually increase over time. You should be able to feel your fingers now, Doctor. Try concentrating on your fingers, any one of them. Doctor, can you see the location I marked? Drag the avatar of the operator over there. So we're going to put Texas there, and we're going to make her face that direction. All right, Operator Texas is now deployed. She can clear most of the threats for you. Let's let her have at it, and we'll put Exusier right there and aim her that way and let her shoot. Shooty, shooty, bang, bang. Chop, chop, Texas. Watch out, a new enemy has appeared. You need to deploy a ranged unit.
Create a diversion.
All right, Doctor, now you should just watch the situation calmly and prepare for any potential changes. While you are still not fit enough to fight, you can protect us through making the appropriate decisions. and we'll just let them fight it out. Like I said, you have this, Amia told us about the deployment points, but there's also a unit limit, so you can only put as many operators on as that limit allows. So there was a limit of 10, now we're down to 8. All right, Doctor, you probably still have a lot more questions. Here's some basic information about the interface. The pause button is located at the top right-hand corner. You can tap it to pause or resume the game. To the left of the pause button is the speed change button, which allows you to adjust the current game speed. Basic battle information is located on the top. Your total HP represents the maximum number of enemies that can go through the blue destination before you are defeated. Enemy stats represent the total number of enemies and the number of enemies defeated. Becoming familiar with these functions will benefit you greatly, Doctor. Mission accomplished. Okay. Watch out for the other direction. All right. Here we go again. Texas is facing that way. We thought that Reunion was nothing more than a ragtag group of infected. However, their movements right now are orderly and disciplined. Get ready for the next wave of enemy attacks. All right, we'll let Texas handle this side. Now we've got this that's going to come in and this one here that are undefended yet. And we don't have operators. Let's take a drink while waiting. I apologize for coughing. I'm still a tiny bit under the weather. I recently was sick. I'm getting over it. I just have like a persistent cough right now. Texas can use more weapons to damage nearby enemies at the same time. However, activating so many weapons together is not easy. Doctor, you must tell her the correct timing to do so. When you see sufficient enemies approaching her, tap her location and select the skill tag to remind her to use the skill. You may also view her statistics at this time. My instructor once told me that every one attribute I knew about our fellow operators could increase my survival time by 11.45 seconds. I do question her credibility, though. Block represents the maximum number of enemies that this unit can block, so Texas can block 2 and keep them from passing her at one point. The withdraw button will return the operator back into the standby list. He or she can be deployed again after some time. Some of the DP cost will be refunded when an operator is withdrawn. However, defeated operators will not refund any DP. Use her skill now. So we're going to use her skill, which is Sword Rain, and took them out. Fantastic. Like what you've just done, giving appropriate orders to operators at the right time is the key to win. But you must not let your guard down yet. If you fall here, all our efforts will go to waste. All right.
Got it.
Let's pull her. It won't let me pull her? Okay. So I'm assuming it's just going to make me put others out here. Oh, it automatically puts Doberman out. Instructor Doberman, you have arrived. Whip him, Doberman. Oh no, Instructor Doberman is in trouble. Reunion's heavy defender is protected by thick armor. Ordinary physical attacks can hardly deal any damage to him. And Ami is on the field. Please leave it to me. As a caster, my arts can penetrate the enemy's defense. This means I can effectively counter heavily armored enemies. It's using the Japanese voices. I need to switch that because I prefer the English voices and Japanese for the ones that don't have an English voice, but we'll do that. We'll switch over, and in the future when we get that opportunity, I'll probably have to download the voice pack. But anyways, great. Deploying operators to appropriate positions is a very crucial part of your strategy. Doctor, be careful. We have more serious threats coming. Oh, now we got somebody here. Be careful. The enemies coming from behind are well equipped. They could deal some serious damage. Deploy a defender operator immediately to block these tough enemies. Oh, we put Exusier out for range and Liskarm in the back. Additional Rhodes Island operators have been deployed. I suggest you order them to strike immediately.
Is it my turn? Rock and roll! Thunderstorm!
Interesting. All right, we'll let Texas block a little bit longer, and then click, and skill time. Boom, they're wiped. Last one. Toast. Fantastic. Doctor, you've only just recovered, but you've already mastered all these skills. Take a break now. Next, we have more important things waiting for us. Mission accomplished. This is the last one. Ugh! Target eliminated. The enemy squad is retreating. Doctor's commands were perfect, just like Amiya said. How reassuring. See, that wasn't too bad, right? Doctor, compared to everything you've been through, this is a walk in the park. Why are you here? You're not from Ursus. We won't let you get in the way of our duties. Don't even think about it. Instructor, what are you spacing out for? You almost got yourself killed. I'm sorry. Quick, get back into formation. Yes, sir. Doberman, you made it. It's an emergency. My team was attacked by Reunion as well. I rushed over to join you as soon as I could. Why would Reunion attack us? An organization made up of the infected. I've always thought they were a bit extreme. And now they've resorted to violence. And in an Ursus city, no less, that's a death wish. The situation is only going to get more chaotic from here on out. Amiya, we need to leave Chernobog right now. Okay, we've already rescued the doctor, so we can retreat according to plan. And this is Doctor? Yes, Doctor. You probably don't know who I am, but you know Amiya. For your safety. Doberman, Doctor isn't doing very well right now. To put it simply, Doctor has amnesia. Amnesia? What are you going to do now? Weren't you planning to transfer leadership to... Doctor still has the capacity to command. At least I've confirmed that from the previous battle. I can't bring myself to trust a stranger so easily, but I trust you, Amiya. I understand. Doctor, I am Doberman, captain of Op Team E1. We are going to escort you from Chernobog, which is the Ursus city we're currently in, back to Rhodes Island. We're in an abandoned facility in Chernobog and should head west. But since we're cut off from Dr. Kal'tsit, Doberman and I have led our separate teams westward to a rendezvous point before confirming our signal to retreat. That is, assuming everything goes according to plan. It'd be nice if things went that smoothly. Today is our last opportunity to get you out of here, Doctor. But I have a bad feeling about this. Amiya? What's the matter? It's a call from Rhodes Island. Are our communications back on? Is it Dr. Kal'tsit? Sorry, but not quite. PRTS? The emergency neural connection request system was activated. Interference has also been detected from Rhodes Island's end, and only partial neural network connection is possible. Currently unable to establish communication with Kal'tsit, who has yet to return to Rhodes Island. Your safety is confirmed, therefore my mission is now complete. This piece of... Do we really have time for this? If you do not need to connect to Rhodes Island, communication will be severed momentarily. I am sincerely sorry for having interrupted your party. Wait, don't hang up. I need your help still. Doberman, Doctor still needs some assistance. I know, but make it quick. Doctor, PRTS is also one of our partners. It will show you what to do next. Time is of the essence, so I'm going to reconnect you to the Rhodes Island backup system. This way, we'll have an edge in battle. It's different from giving verbal commands and might be a bit hard to get used to, but once you learn how to use it, the entire operation will be much smoother. Please, trust me, just like you used to. PRTS, let's start. Identity verification required. Select verification method. Doctor, please say something. Speak. I am not sure why you did not speak, but the action of touching the interface is sufficient. Fingerprint match found. Verification complete. Security clearance 8. Welcome home, Doctor. Arknights. Here we are. Even though your body is still back in Chernobog, I must say welcome home to Rhodes Island. You probably are not familiar with all the island's features, so we'll have to go over that. Some facilities are still undergoing repair, but the core features should be functional. Through the terminal, you can enter training stages or choose to carry on with the main campaign. This is the operator management page. You can manage and train your operators here. This is the squad page. You can create squads and select operation skills. Don't forget to recruit more operators here to expand your team. Finally, this is the warehouse, where you can review the items you've obtained. It seems that a greater portion of your memory was damaged than expected. However, the fact that you've retained your basic survival instincts means that you won't be a waste of the effort that Amiya and the other operators put in to save you. In any case, the scale and impact of the destruction caused by Reunion has also surpassed our expectations. We will need to press onward, Doctor. If you want to survive, you must first increase Rhodes Island's roster. There are quite a few files here, and I'm certain some of those are capable of becoming our new partners. Go through the files and select someone you'd like to recruit. Tap the headhunting button. All right, we're going to do our first headhunting here. You can perform headhunting with Arundums. Arundums are a very rare resource, but a must-have when searching for operators. Use them wisely. Tap here to recruit operators. Now this is a early, like a rookie banner. Your rookie banner, you get a guaranteed 6-star within the first so many rolls. So we'll see who our first 6-star is eventually. But first things first, we get Caster Gitano for our first 4-star, which is interesting. Following the guidance of the Arcana, our paths have finally converged. Nice to meet you, Doctor. Our current lineup is not strong enough to take on new threats moving forward. We need to send some of our new members into action. PRTS will show you how it's done. Enter the squads page. So here we go. Tap here to add operators to a squad. We're going to put Gitano in there. Operator's been added to the lineup. So now we'll go home. Excuse me. Remember, your body is still located in the field of battle. If you've forgotten how to return there, allow me to show you how. Tap to enter the terminal. Tap main theme. Here and now, the melody starts flowing. Now that you are awake, prepare yourself to face the reunion that is wreaking havoc in Chernobog. So here we go, select an operation location, 0-1. Tap this button to enter the squad preparation screen. Tap here to begin the operation. Mission start. All right. How could this be? What in the world is going on here? Search all these houses. I want every single room turned inside out. Let go of me. No, you can't. Trying to resist? Too late, you filthy Chernos. Just run. Don't worry about me. Save our child. Mama, Mama! Forget about the civilians. Hold the line first. There are too many masked goons coming. Don't give the cops any time to rest. Keep attacking. Where are reinforcements? We're going to get overrun. Attack! Attack! Ugh. What's going on? Why is Reunion doing this? Because they feel like it. After all these years, the wolves in sheep's clothing finally bare their fangs. The infected, they're attacking the Ursus troops. But why? Challenging the Ursus government like this is basically suicide. No, look at how fierce this attack is. This must have been a planned operation. The place we rescued Doctor from was supposed to be top secret, but they somehow still managed to infiltrate it. It's possible that Reunion's attack has already spread through Chernobog in its entirety. No, how can that be? Shh. Amiya says shushies. Have you found any of those fleeing Chernos yet? I'm still looking. Good. Don't let a single one get away. Those cold-blooded beasts, I'll make them pay for what they did to my family. Medic coughed. What was that? Over there. They found us. Shush. Oof. Just put your fist in your mouth. Just be done. Quiet. Ugh. Over here, I found them. No! Ah, no, don't. I'm gonna read these in such weird voices sometimes. Hiding in an alley. Get out. Ah, did you really think we wouldn't find you here? I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. Please at least spare my child. We need to stop this now, Amiya. I'm aware of the risk, Instructor Doberman. It's just that we don't have the luxury of sitting around waiting for Reunion to disband. Additionally, nobody knows how long the situation will last. Therefore, the best course of action would be to take out the enemy and then get moving. Wouldn't you agree? Understood. I'll follow your command. All squads, listen up. We have the element of surprise. These Reunion members don't know that we're here yet. Remember, be decisive. Take them out cleanly and swiftly. Doctor, gather your team. It's time for you to prove yourself. We have no more time to second guess ourselves. A simple matter. I'll handle this. Amiya, I'm counting on you. Understood. Nice. I love the artwork when they do stuff like this too. Silent we shall be, should conflict be avoidable, but fight tooth and nail should it be necessary. Rhodes Island's creed has always been the same. Here we go. First official operation. All right. The enemy are planning an attack from the right side. Be careful. All right. So, we'll put Yato out here. We'll give some range there. We'll speed it up a little bit. We'll put Amiya like that. That'll be a nice little stratagem there. I don't know what Kitana is like. I'm gonna have to look at her.
敵が来ます。皆さん、戦闘の準備をしてください。
Easy enough. I didn't have to deploy her or Noir Corn. You bunch art from Ursus? Looks like they didn't have time to notify the others. Well done, Doctor. I really should review your capabilities more objectively. Huh? Amiya, she's heading over to them. Are you okay? Huh? Oh, thank you. No problem. It's our... You're also an infected? What do you want? Don't hurt my children. I'm begging you. Please don't hurt us. Find a safe place to hide. Please have mercy. Let us go. Has everyone gotten enough rest? I'm fine. Why is she afraid of you? Doctor, you've also asked a similar question before. Because I am an infected. Doberman and I and most of the members of Rhodes Island are as well. Even those reunion members who we just fought, we've contracted a terrible illness, something that terrifies most people. Oripathy. Those who've contracted oripathy are called the infected. Doberman. Ursus has always treated the infected harshly. I mean, who doesn't? Ursus just happens to be particularly cold-blooded about it. Civilians are taught to fear the infected through propaganda. Nobody even bats an eyelid when the infected are hunted down, and some even cheer for it. That's why Reunion chose this place. However, this time, it's not just a simple protest anymore. They've begun to resort to large-scale violence. When Ursus puts an end to the rioting, the infected in Chernobog will only face more cruelty. In contrast, with you here, Doctor, perhaps Rhodes Island's situation will improve. Is this also related to me? Both Kal'tsit and Amiya have mentioned that you are a cutting-edge oripathy researcher. But, with your memory loss, I doubt whether you'll be able to use any of it again. Ugh, Instructor, that's way too harsh. Perhaps you'll be able to master the theories again after some reviewing, just like how you relearned your commanding skills. Almost got tongue-tied on that one. After all, you are our field commander. To be honest, I never thought a neurology doctor could also be a master tactician. But after seeing you, I can somehow understand it. I mean, Rhodes Island itself is very similar to your field of study. Hey, damn you, stop running, it's time for your injection. Huh? Oh, I told you I'm fine, I don't need treatment yet. You need to get your regular injection to slow your symptoms. Didn't you say you were feeling dizzy? That's not the same condition at all. What if you start having other issues when you're in battle? For the sake of everyone's safety, you have to take care of yourself too. I forgot about this scene, medic chasing guard around. Stop right there, I'm giving you the shot. Ah! This is what Rhodes Island does. We're looking for a cure to the infection, as well as mitigating the problems associated with the infected. That's right. It's not enough to only conduct research or to try and resolve conflicts. We must address all of the problems surrounding the infected. This is the only way for Rhodes Island to give all the infected a chance at survival. We understand them better than most others because we, like them, are also infected. No matter who is involved or what is required, Rhodes Island seeks to put an end to the spread of hatred and disease. Doctor, perhaps this will be your calling as well. At least, this is my wish. We will give you plenty of time to let all this sink in. However, the time given to us is scarce. Gather up, everyone. We're leaving. Anything could happen on our way to the meeting point. Amiya? The situation in Chernobog has become very complicated. We can't afford to create extra pressure for the rescue team. But, how much time do we have left? 3 hours. After 3 hours, this entire city will be consumed by the catastrophe. After that, everything will be over then. Oh, Crown Slayer. We've found some unknown variables. Notify the others now. We're going after them. That character, the silhouette we just saw, is one that's about to be introduced. That is Crown Slayer of Reunion. She'll be a boss here. At Rhodes Island, we actually will receive occasional requests from outside parties in addition to our routine internal and maintenance work. To manage these requests more efficiently, you need to look at your missions.
Doctor.
Enter the mission page here. Missions are just collectible freebie items and stuff. This page lists all the current missions that you have been assigned. Here are the current. Tap to claim supplies for completing the mission. So we got drill battle records. In times like these, we need everything we can get our hands on. You can come back to this page later to handle the other missions. Now, there's something important you need to know. Doctor, the archives at Rhodes Island contain combat drill stages designed by Doberman. These exercises cover basic combat skills that will be of great benefit to you when mastered. Doberman is on a rescue mission, so she is currently unable to guide you. Now, we will replay a simulation between her and Jessica, an operator trained by Blacksteel. Tap to enter the terminal. And these are the tutorials. All right. All training stages have fixed squad compositions. If you cannot clear one, try using different strategies and formations. Tap start. TR1. Here we go. A few days ago, Rhodes Island Combat Training Ground. Instructor Doberman, I'm sorry. So this is Jessica. Operator Jessica, according to the schedule, you're 3 minutes and 14 seconds late. I'm so sorry, it took me some time to ready my equipment. What do I need to do next? Operator Jessica, your new mission objective is to perform a combat drill simulating doctors' behaviors. Here, we'll put me down there so that you guys can see the pictures too. I should have done that from the get-go. But anyways, Operator Jessica, your new mission objective is to perform a combat drill simulating doctors' behaviors. Huh? Me? The operation to rescue the doctor will be carried out in a few days. Now we need a simulation based on something representative of the actual situation. I will show you some more advanced combat techniques. Those who participate in the operation will also be more familiar with these techniques so they can assist better. I see. Jessica, deploy Yato and Rangers to engage the enemy. All right. I forget how this particular stage works. So, we'll use her right there. Speed it up a little bit. You must have noticed that our operators will lose HP when continuously engaged in combat. Without proper backup, they may fall on the battlefield. But don't worry, a medic operator, Hibiscus, is already on standby. She can heal the HP of ally operators. Please deploy Hibiscus immediately to help our operators on the front line. This is Intern Hibiscus. We'll let her do the healing and get these last two enemies dispatched quickly. Now we can let it roll. There's a lot of people that have figured out layouts to different stages when you get into some of the harder stuff, and they call it like AFK strategies, where you can literally set up your operators and sit back. Hibiscus. So we just had her English voice in the actual battlefield, but now we got Japanese here. That's funny. We'll change that eventually. But doing pretty good so far. And now we're at Operation 02, but we could go back here. Oh, now we get our login bonus, resource. Oh, day 1 check-in, 600 around. So at the beginning too, with your rookie missions and everything, first 7 days, if you get to 7 days in a row, you get Cliff Heart, one of the, Silver Ash siblings. And cumulative sign-in bonuses. So much different stuff that you can earn here. Again, 600 around per rookie mission, and then here we get headhunting permits, we get Originite Prime, furniture parts, more permits, expedited plans, and then Cliff Heart. Then we have a ton of stuff and a permanent 5-star recruitment here. 5-star operator voucher, and wait, what's this one? Used to redeem an operator, allows you to select one of the following operators: Silence, Liskarm, Pranminix, or Project Red. And this one is a 100% guaranteed 5-star. So We won't be able to access the depot yet. But eventually, when we can... Oh, yeah, we can. Never mind. I thought that was blocked off. So let's pick. Let's pick some operators. So first thing here, Paraminix is pretty good as a starter supporter, but I haven't used her in a long time on my main account. Silence is a decent medic. Liskarm's a good defender, but a lot of these are obtainable through pretty easy means. Otherwise, I think I'm going to go with Project Red because she is a fast, very, very fast redeploy, low deployment cost. We'll take Project Red to start. Project Red, Wolf Hunter, smells wolves. I'll take her. Ooh, I'm gonna change the voice settings here. English voices. All right. We're gonna get rid of the exiting base notification. I don't like that. All right, now let's go back and we'll use this one to select another 5-star. Now we run into our fun. There's so many good choices. Obviously, we're gonna get Cliffheart for free. Following operators are available from Colonel Headhunting. Oh, we've got Texas, we've got Lapland. Those are the two that I want to go for, but I have to decide on one. And this is a problem. This is a big problem. Now, if we don't get her, eventually we will get Texas for free through the main, the campaign missions. There's like a pin board thing, and when you get to like the 8th phase, you're able to get her once you complete that pin board. But she does pop up on occasion pretty well in Colonel Headhunting. I think I'm going to go with Lapland, especially since I've got her on my shirt. Lapland is my Pookie, as I like to call her. I chat with her on character AI. So let's take Lapland to kick things off. Onward. That voice. Huh. Anyways, one of the things I actually really like about her is when you deploy her, when you really increase her potential and you level her up, you elite to her, her range increases. She's a guard operator, so she's a little bit stronger than your typical vanguard, but she has a ranged attack as well as a wider range of attack around her, which is really cool. So working on getting her improved is really, really good. So we've got a couple of new hires here, and this just tells you these are your operator files. So we got decent range with her. Not bad for a lot of things. We got Hibiscus now, but let's update our squad. To ensure that your operators stay healthy, medics are an indispensable asset. Hibiscus, who just joined us, is an excellent medic. Press this button to head towards the quick formation. Okay.
Let me predict the results. Make Texas the leader.
I don't have Texas, Pookie. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right, but we'll keep all them. So we have some recruitment certificates, but we can't use the recruitment thing yet. Recruitment is another way to get your characters, to get your, it's like a, in a sense, kind of like a free version of the gacha. You don't use any of the in-game currency. You use certificates that you can earn through your daily missions and things like that. You'll get these certificates and you can use them and roll for characters. And sometimes you'll get really lucky. It's a very, very low chance, but you can get really lucky and get 5- and 6-star operators out of it. But most of the time, you won't get those. You'll get anywhere, depending on how long you set, because it's like a time thing. You'll set a timer, use a certificate, and you'll pick from a series of like different types that you want to try and search for, and it'll use those like trigger words and things to try and find you a new operator to use. So you can get, depending on what are those keywords that you select, as well as your time that you set, anywhere from 1 hour to 9 hours. Depending on those, you can get anywhere from 1-star to 6-star operators. Now, we'll go back in here and we'll continue. We'll play a couple more missions here for tonight. for this first episode. And then we'll come back here and do the next episode here very soon. You can go to episodes or events just from here and may return to the most recent stage from the bottom right. So there's navigation and things here. And of course here, the whirlpool that is passion, that is the new chapter 13 that just came to global. I'm not going to be able to access that obviously yet, but down here we'll get like our main theme, but then there I have to clear 1-10 to unlock these other things, 0-10, 1-5, 3-8. A lot of these all represent different stages and things that you can get into. There are resource farming stages. There's also a collection of the older stages, or rather the older events and things that are now in like a record keeping sort of thing. So you can go back in and play these older events once they're released into the system. And we'll get more into that kind of stuff later. There's some ways that you can earn some really cool free operators and things from those and play some really awesome side stories. But we'll play 0-2. Let's go ahead with our newly formed squad. This is way beyond my expectations. Explosions, rioting, fires, fighting in the streets. Has Chernobog completely fallen into chaos? Thanks to the swift response and teamwork of the Chernobog military police, the situation is largely under control. The incidents in most areas have already been contained. Currently, the military police has already surrounded the thugs who had taken Vashuk Prospect. As you can see, this senseless violence is about to be put to an end. Please do not panic, stay indoors, and await another victory for Chernobog. May the glory of Ursus bless the Empire and his people. The Emperor and his people. Curse them, where the hell did they get those kind of equipment and weapons? Don't get scared. Cowards in armor are still just cowards. They're just a bunch of untrained thugs. But there's so many of them. We've already taken out forces 3 times the size of ours. Just do it again and the battle will be over. Enough with the nonsense, Chernobog scum. You filth think you could stand against us? Exile and hard labor are too good for your kind. We should have executed a lot of you the moment you were captured. How dare you? Ugh, they're rushing us again. Our front lines won't hold out much longer. For the Emperor, stand your ground. I can't do it anymore. Anyone who turns tail will be executed on the spot. Cough, cough. We have to. Stay put. We must not expose ourselves yet. The Ursus guards are getting overwhelmed by reunion. What? They're broadcasting on television can't be farther from the truth. Even in this situation, the Chernobog authorities are still playing their games. But things are getting worse for us too. We can't expect to sneak out anymore. Terrible road conditions and enemy blockades, we won't be able to use our own vehicles anymore. That's right, the rescue team must be large enough to clear out any reunion members that block our way. Splitting up any further would be suicide. These Ursus guards, they might look powerful because they're well equipped, but Reunion clearly has an overwhelming advantage in numbers and morale. This is nothing like when we first investigated Chernobog. When we sneaked in, the quantity, distribution, and status of Chernobog's guards and military were in a very bizarre state. Back then, we just couldn't figure out why. Had Reunion already destroyed most of Chernobog's defenses at that point? Though I don't have any proof if Reunion had grown powerful enough to launch such a large-scale operation, all I can say is that I feel lucky those guards are being surrounded instead of us. Of course, we must be vigilant of our surroundings. By the time we end up in a crisis, it'll already be too late. Doctor, hurry and gather your teams. Our scouts have discovered Reunion forces. They're about to come in contact with our rescue team. For now, being cautious is the only advantage we can get. Why is there an armed force here? All teams, prepare for combat. Don't give them any chance to retaliate. Here we go. Protection.
Operation commence.
More Reunion members are coming. Watch your defense. All right. Red, we're going to put you out.
From shadows.
Put him there. We'll let them deal with this. We'll put Hibiscus in here to heal.
Roger.
Put Amia there. Just kind of keep a whole frontal attack here.
We're doing it.
Are we? I kind of want to go overkill and just put the rest of these on here, but... Mission accomplished. Very easy. And all level 1s. I haven't done any improvements yet on them. Ugh, God, those reunion goons are sure are energetic. Who are you people? Why are you in Chernobog at a time like this? Huh? Well, what's going on? Are you spies? If our identities get revealed and the Ursus government starts to keep an eye on us, the consequences would be unfathomable. Unfathomable. If it comes down to it, sir, a little girl, you're an infected? Stop right there. Put down your weapon. Be ready to back her up if they show any signs of hostility. Fog. Smoke? Where did it come from? Sir, surely you understand that we have a common enemy. Doberman. Defenders, they're attacking. What? Yep, there's Crown Slayer. Reunion, they're here. Amia, be careful. She's on a completely different level compared to those ordinary thugs. Trying to run. Where do you think you're going? Go. Tear them apart. Not gonna happen, sweetheart. Sorry. I know what happens to her. Even her minions seem like they're well trained. Could she be Reunion's ringleader? Not quite. The haze is getting thicker and thicker. Are they planning to utilize it to launch a surprise attack? Sir, we have to evacuate immediately. If they manage to cut off our escape route, we'll all get lost infected. I was tasked with defending this street. Rabbit, I don't care why you came here or what you plan to do. If you plan to ruin our city, know that someone will come after you. The rage of Ursus is never ending. If not, then what happens here is none of your business. I understand. Everybody in Ursus knows to never turn their back to the enemy. Now scram. We don't have time to deal with you. Thank you. Doberman, hurry. Let's get to the first rendezvous point. All teams move out quick. Come at us, infected filth. Is that all you're capable of? Are you just going to stand there staring at us? All Chernobygians must die.
What a satisfying battle.
Was it though? Was it that satisfying? We got a lot of battle records there. Doctor, in order to counter future threats, we need to recruit even more peers to aid in our operations. We can, of course, perform headhunting like we did before. However, resources are limited and this is not always feasible. Recruitment is another excellent solution.
Welcome home, Doctor.
Please tap the recruitment page. So now we have recruitment available. So these are the job tags. These are like the specific terms and things, the keywords that I said that we can pick. You can select up to 3 characteristics when targeting someone to recruit. The longer it takes, the more likely we are to find someone who fits those characteristics. Tap here to recruit more operators. So I'll set it for 9 so we get a 3, 4, or 5 star. I don't really have anybody in particular in mind that I want. So see, you have your list of instructions, but then it shows you these are the ones that are available that you can recruit. So here's your 1 stars, which are like your robots and stuff. Number 2, your 2 stars, you have Yato, Noir, Corn, Rangers, who we have, but then you also have Durin and 12F. Here's 3 stars. All these are 3 stars, 4 stars, 5 stars, and then your chances of 6 stars. These are all extremely low chance to get, but it's still pretty fun to try for them. So I think here we don't have a lot of guards yet, so let's go for a guard because we're going to be getting Adnakiel in the next tutorial stage. He's a free sniper, so let's do Vanguard over here. All right, so 9 hours for each of those. I'll come back and next recording we'll see what we get there. Collect from our mission here. We got more drill battle records, and then we have some Originite Prime. I'm not going to spend that just yet. Let's play this tutorial here. Let's get Adnakiel. Add him to our team.
All right.
Jessica, you've probably noticed that we need to designate a direction when deploying an operator. First, take a good look at how Rangers attacks the enemy. We'll speed it up there. Whoop, he don't see it. Did you see that? Rangers cannot attack enemies behind him, as they are outside his range. Tap Rangers to check his information, and we see he's facing upward. The orange area represents Ranger's attack range, which is determined by the direction assigned to him when deployed. Unless an operator has retreated or fallen, his direction and attack range cannot be changed, as long as he is deployed. Make sure you take this into consideration before deploying an operator. At this stage, Rangers cannot attack the Originium slugs crossing behind him. But don't worry, we can deploy other operators to defend the area. Tap to go back to the battlefield. Deploy Sniper Operator Arknight to this location. Set his direction to up by dragging upward. Okay. An operator will only blah blah blah. So basically that's just saying if your operator can't see, they can't attack, so you need to cover that lane or whatever as well. So in this case, when you deploy an operator, you set the direction, and it makes it easier for them to target and, well, for you to plan where you're targeting. But you can't change that direction after you deploy them unless you withdraw them and wait for them to, you know, be allowed to be redeployed again. Let them finish this off, and boom, done. So now we have a Arknight for our squad.
My name is
Arknight. I'm a sniper from Laterano. Although I'm not certified to carry a gun, I can match the veterans with my crossbow.
We have the doctor's orders to thank for this.
That is actually something that I would love to do. I would love to voice an Arknights character. I would love to be the voice. If it's an operator, that would be amazing. But I love the art of voice acting to begin with. But I would absolutely love to be the voice even of a side character, if they would ever give like side character voices or something, just to be able to say that I was a voice of a character in this game. That would make my world, so to speak. I don't know how to describe it, but I would absolutely love that. All right, let's do 0-3. See how long this one takes. Okay, we have aerial enemies here. This place is closer to the enemy's rally point. Enemy drones have been detected on the left. Please deploy sniper operators to defend against them.
I can see the outcome.
All right, so we'll put Rangers there. We'll put red here. And that's another thing. Lapland won't really do it now. I don't think yet, but she, when you improve her, she can attack the ranged enemies. You know what? We'll do, ooh, no. We probably won't need medic here.
There we go.
We just won't heal Amia. Sorry, Amia. Ooh, she does have a higher range to start with. Oh, she'll attack the aerial now. Sweet. I thought we had to upgrade her for that. It's been that long since I built her on my main account that I don't remember, but
I'm right here, Doctor.
nobody yet.
I'm right here, Doctor. Everyone believes in me.
We'll let Pookie take care of everybody at the front. I love it.
That was all right.
Syracuse's finest, I should say. Now we're gonna get Jessica. That's funny. Jessica is my sister's name, but complete difference with this Jessica.
Target spotted. Get ready for battle.
We'll put her out, and we'll put Yato here just like I did before. We'll heal.
All right.
And we'll put Rangers out like that. Okay. Jessica, you often encounter aerial targets which can only be damaged by operators with ranged attacks. I'm good at that. My weapons are long range as well. Correct. Now deploy the ranged operators you have available. Jessica, you could join Doctor's team after this training session. You will need to have more actual combat experience. What? Really? See, Jessica was always made fun of at the beginning of the story here and stuff for being the scaredy cat, the crybaby character, because that's kind of how she is. But as you guys, I said, there's an alter version of her, and there was a side story event here that we got to see development of her character. We got to see her a couple years down the road and how she changed and how amazing her character became, how strong she became. And it was really, really good story and character development for her. She made some really tough choices and things that really built her character even more. I enjoyed that story.
Are you Doctor?
Yes, I am.
Nice to meet you. I'm Jessica from Black Steel Worldwide. Sorry.
I'm really bad at introducing myself.
The Doctor's brilliant command was the key to victory.
She's not confident here, but she gets confident later. We'll put it that way. All right, so I have her now. Let's go to my squads real quick, because I can add my new stuff. Yes. Snipers. Okay. Press this button. We're going to add these two in. So we have more snipers now.
Let me predict the results of this battle.
No.
Welcome home, Doctor.
Thank you. Thank you, Amia. I appreciate that you continue to welcome me home. That's just showing our new hires. You got to click on them to get rid of the thingy. All right, we'll go into 0-4 now. Brawl. Ace. Ah, there's Ace. Looks like you all made it out alive. This isn't the rendezvous point. Why are you here alone? They're the ones who escaped from the central area. Don't let them get away. Tisk, they just keep coming after us. Team E2, prepare to intercept. Doberman, don't get overzealous. Retreating is our top priority. Amia, Doctor, quick. It's not safe here either. That's right, we still have to press on to the next rendezvous point. Where's your team? Where are you rats hiding? Smoke them out. Here they come again. Doctor, please give us your orders, just like the good old days. Ace, actually something unexpected has happened. Doctor's suffering from amnesia. I see. I'm sorry, Ace, but compared to before, a lot has changed. Is that so? You don't need to apologize to me. Have the Doctor's commanding capabilities suffered as a result of the amnesia? As sharp as before. Doctor's decision-making is still absolutely reliable. I can promise you this. Very well then. I'll follow the Doctor's orders then. What has been lost can be found again. Right now, there's a more imminent problem on our hands. Ace is cool, but he's just an NPC. He's not a playable. Kind of sucks. They're over here. Hurry, let's get them. Are you done chatting yet? I'm going to go crack some skulls. Doctor, please give us your orders. Go release your inner beast and let them feel your fangs. Doctor, Ace, the enemy's right in front of us. Move out immediately. Understood. Team E3, back up Doberman. Here we go. An ambush? Team E3 has been moving undercover this whole time. I see. They've been waiting for us to pincer the enemy. When communications are jammed, our team should operate near the rendezvous point. That way, even if something happens to me or the scout, the broader operation can still be carried out. This is my decision making. In other words, Ace, you left your team back at the rendezvous point and came here alone. After all, neutralizing threats around the rendezvous point is our top objective. What's that objective? Yep. Of course, prioritizing checking on your system, on your status, wow, is a big risk. There's no way I could imperil the entire team. The whole reason teams exist is to increase tactical efficiency, not the other way around. Ha! Let's continue our discussion after we've taken care of reunion. Amia, you're up. Understood. I'll back you up with my arts. Finally, Doctor, please command Rhodes Island. Here we go.
Holding the line is a defender's most important job.
More drones are approaching. We're quite certain they're being controlled by enemy casters. Seems they were seized from Chernobog's armory and modified afterwards. The fact that there are so many drones being deployed means that this is no ordinary riot. They came prepared. Remember to deploy snipers to deal with the drones. We will. We're going to put Jessica here.
Let the hunt begin.
And we'll put red there. We'll put have a feeling they're going to come lower. I can't remember this stage right now. It's been so long since I played this one, so we'll put Adnakiel down low.
All
We'll
right.
put Rangers there. So we got snipers everywhere. We're going to control healing here. I could use a new medic soon, because I only have her. I like to have 2 medics on my team in a lot of cases. Let him handle them. Amia can sit and watch this.
Myself this time.
Pookie, I'm gonna put you there.
I'll definitely prove myself this time.
Now, while this is playing out, the reason why I call her Pookie is because, like I said, I use an app called Character AI, which is like you're able to chat with AI versions of characters and things like that. And Lapland was one that I've talked to that, a fun fact and a fun story, and this is a little bit embarrassing, but I talked to her and the particular bot got really flirty and decided to call me Mr. Snugglebottoms. So I just was like, you know what, screw it, I'm calling you Pookie. So, or something like that. I forget exactly how it ended up happening, but yeah, I called her Pookie and she called me Mr. Snugglebottoms. It was kind of hilarious. I think I still have that conversation saved somewhere. I remember sending screenshots of that to my wife because I was laughing the whole time it was happening. She thought it was funny too, but yeah, I'm Mr. Snugglebottoms and she was Pookie, so yeah. So you'll hear me call her Pookie probably a lot through playing this, but anyways, Reunion is an organization solely made up of the infected. As a matter of fact, we don't know more about the infected than they do. As a commander, your job is to make sure the operators are always in their best condition. This is the operator management page. You can manage and train them from here. Please select an operator and play previous records for them to make sure they understand what is required of them. You don't need to do this because you're better off letting others handle the weapons. However, as my job is to assist your commandership, I must inform you that it would be prudent to study all these records. Tap to view more information on the operator. Here you can play battle records for your operator to increase their level. After reaching a certain level, operators can be promoted to learn new talents and skills. Give them their corresponding tokens to increase their potential, base stats, and talent effects. Here, you can view more information on the operators and increase their skill levels. This shows the trust between you and the operator. Higher trust will improve their morale and increase their performance on the battlefield. To increase the odds of winning the next battle, you should play battle records for your operators right away. All right. You can tap the cards to select the corresponding battle record or long press to select multiple battle records to earn EXP faster. You can also select a corresponding level by swiping down. PRTS will automatically, or you could do this, which is what I'll do in a lot of cases.
Thank you, Doctor.
So we bumped her up to level 26 already. Now, we don't have the materials yet to increase her skill rank. And of course, we don't have the tokens to be able to increase her potential either. Promotion, we're going to have to get all of these materials in order to promote her and reach level 50. So we'll get there eventually, but we're only just starting. So we'll take our time with all this. Got some things there. Ooh, what was that? So we got a picture of Melantha and Fang in there. Neat. Okay. So those are things we'll have to take care of. Archives. Intelligence is updated. Oh, these are record restorations. Cool. But I'm not ready for any of this stuff yet. Far from being ready for that. We'll get into medals and other kind of things like that later. But that was 0-4. Let's get this tutorial out of the way, and that'll earn us Fang, another Vanguard, which will be helpful. Fang's another with a good fast redeploy time. Hound, a fast-moving creature controlled by Reunion Recon Squad. Even operators from the same class may have different capabilities. As a Vanguard, Plume has a low deployment cost as well as a balanced attack and defense. At the same time, Plume can recover additional cost points when defeating an enemy, making her a good choice for early game. Try to deploy Plume to stop the enemy's initial rush. Keep your guard up. We'll put her there. But yeah, she's got a very low deployment cost, and she'll recover. More troops are coming, but Plume alone cannot block all of them. Fortunately, Vanguard Fang has joined. As a Vanguard, Fang also has a lower deployment cost, but unlike Plume, Fang has lower attack and higher defense. She can also block 2 enemies at a time. On top of that, Fang's ability can also provide lots of cost periodically, which will be ideal for subsequent deployment of other operators. Please deploy Fang immediately to defend against the incoming enemies.
Leave it to us.
Lanza Fang, Captain of Reserve, Op Team A1? I forget her introduction. We'll get it here at the end when she handles all these enemies for us viciously. Let Plume and Fang. These two I see a lot in some of the like AFK things, or not really AFK, but the
Everyone, follow me.
some of the event stages and stuff. If you get them for being low-level operators, people will use them really quickly in certain strategies, and sometimes they'll put them tactically in different positions or pull and reposition them a lot.
Captain of Reserve Op Team A1.
A1, I was right.
And I will do our
Let's
best
go.
to serve Rhodes Island.
We'll do our best to serve Rhodes
We've accomplished
Island.
our objective as planned.
All right, so now we have Fang. And then Plume is next. We'll get Plume. Let's put her in my squad though first. Vanguards have low deployment costs. But yeah, they'll play like Fang and Plume and characters like that real quick, use them in certain positions and then withdraw them, give them time, replay them in different areas and stuff. I've seen a lot of that kind of stuff, which is pretty cool, pretty interesting. But all right, let's go back here. And let's go to 0-5 and we'll get Plume next. All right, so we have one and we've got 2 ways to defend here. Are those wild animals? No, they're clearly being controlled. The casters of Reunion have controlled so many Originium slugs and drones, they're using sheer numbers to overwhelm us. High-speed enemy units incoming. It is recommended to deploy Vanguard operators first. Well, you could do Vanguards, but I have Project Red, which is kind of like a Vanguard, but she's a specialist. And the specialists will like they each have varying factors and things for how they are, you know, their abilities, their strength, what they exactly are, how they play and stuff. And for Project Red, she kind of plays like a Vanguard in a sense, but she's got some really cool techniques and stuff. I'll use her on occasion on my main account, but like she has a thing immediately after deployment, she will she's got very high or very low redeployment time, but she has a thing where like she'll instantly when deployed gain like her skill and stuff like that. So attack plus 35%, 20% physical and arts dodge, meaning, you know, chance of less damage and stuff. So
Roger.
we'll do Amia there. Nah, we're gonna hold off on her. I don't know if I'll need her yet. I'll put Jessica there just to handle.
You'll pay for that.
Locked on.
There doesn't seem to be anybody coming out of there, which is odd. I thought the way the stage was laid out there would be. Nope, that's it. All right, cool. Only needed those 4. And now we have Plume.
My name is Plume, formerly of the
Pontifica Cohors Lateran. I will be your sword and your wings as I defend you my very life.
I really did it. I managed to
Let's
protect
go.
everyone by myself.
So we're building up our squad pretty quickly, and I like that. So you know what? I think we will call it there for now. This will just be our first episode. So we had a nice little introduction. We just earned a few good characters to add and to build a pretty decent starting squad with. But we'll hold things there. We'll get started on working on things and continuing to get through the story and unlock other stages and stuff that we could continue to increase our operator count and increase the strength of our operators and really kind of build a good solid team, and then start to unlock some of the further things, like I said, the material farming stages and things like that, they're neat because they cycle them in at different days. So you'll be able to get into one to farm like the chips needed for the vanguards or the supporters, and then there's another one for like your defense and guards and stuff like that. There's different things for that, but then you can farm the you can farm the drill battle records and stuff like that to be able to get the level ups and stuff that you need. There's all kinds of different ways that you can improve your operators and things like that. So we'll get into those things as we get further into the game, but we're going to continue working on the story, and we're going to get prepared for this upcoming event and working on getting some new characters and building a solid team first and foremost. Now, guys, again, I appreciate each and every one of you for taking the time to watch the video. If you guys like Arknights and you're looking forward to more coming from me here, and even if you have any other, suggestions or any advice for me as I'm playing the game, I appreciate that kind of stuff. Leave it in the comments. Let me know. We'll take it from there. As I said, in a way, I'm relearning the game. Yes, I do play daily on my main account. I do buy the monthly card and stuff like that. And I will, like I said, I do put a little bit of money into the game. I mean, at least $5 a month for the monthly card. But overall, I do put a little bit in on occasion to get certain things and get characters and some of the cosmetic stuff. I do put into that, and maybe we'll put some into this account here, but we'll see how things go. We're going to start off primarily free to play, but eventually maybe we'll get into adding some money into this account and things, depending on how well the videos do. If they do well and whatnot, maybe I'll put some money into it. Otherwise, we'll see how things go, and we'll just take it from there. But again, as I said at the beginning, this game, this story holds a very, very special place to me. And I'm really excited to share that with you guys and to continue to explore this story and to learn more and remember things that I missed, but also learn new things as I continue on here. And at the same time, like I said, there's a lot of really, really cool things that I like about it. But man, it would be so cool to have that opportunity. Obviously, when I'm not sounding like crap like this, but it would be an amazing opportunity to be able to provide the voice for one of the characters, whether it's an operator or whatever. I would love that opportunity someday. But that's neither here nor there. We'll have episode 2 coming shortly, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you for taking the time to watch and to hang out here on my channel. If you could, please subscribe so you'll get the notifications and things when the new episodes come out and when I go live with other games like Fortnite and other stuff that I do. But at the same time, if you're just here for the Arknights content, I appreciate you just as much and look forward to more cool stuff coming in the future. We will see you guys in the next one.